Wrong Gate, Right Timing. Part 1. Flight Troubles. Surrounded by the frenetic energy of the airport, she felt her anxiety mount. The sounds of bustling travelers and echoing announcements only served to exacerbate her unease. With every step, she navigated through a maze of hectic crowds, but despite the unwelcomed distraction, she barreled through with her important travel documents held securely in one hand and luggages in the other, her eyes set on one thing and one thing only, the information desk. Although certain about her choice to leave her old life behind in search of her true purpose, she had absolutely no idea how to get there. She needed direction, and she needed it now. Sifting through the throngs of travelers, she finally approached the counter, her heart echoing the rapid cadence of her anxious thoughts. "Excuse me," she said, addressing the man sitting behind the counter. Excuse me, I'm trying to find my gate. Can you help me?" "Oh, of course," he replied politely. "May I ask where you're traveling to?" There it was again, the proverbial question. This time, instead of pondering her response, she quickly and confidently replied, "Purpose Joy. My destination is Purpose Joy." And where is that exactly?" he inquired, his curiosity visibly piqued. "Oh, you've never heard of Purpose Joy?" she responded, unfazed by his strange stare. "I'm sorry, I haven't," he replied, his sincerity unclear. "It sure sounds like an awesome destination." "Oh, it is. That's why I'm going there. It's a place where you are in complete alignment with your divine assignment and living a joyfully fulfilling, on-purpose life," she explained enthusiastically. "Wow," the agent replied, his sarcastic expression clearly evident. "So, do you know what gate my plane is leaving from?" "You're serious?" the agent asked, unsure whether to call his supervisor or the psychiatric hospital. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but if you don't know exactly where you're going..." Before he could finish his sentence, she interrupted. "Never mind, I'll find it. But thank you for your time." "Good luck," the agent called out, shaking his head. He thought he'd seen everything after working as an airport attendant for all these years, but today proved otherwise. As she trudged on through the thick crowds, she kept her eyes opened for any clues that would lead her to her gate. It seemed like this was going to be harder than she thought. However, she was determined not to give up. There was no way she would turn back now. How could she when she had already severed the ties of her past life? Asking a total stranger for directions was out of her comfort zone, but if that's what it took, that's what she would do. Excuse me, I'm trying to find my gate, and I'm having trouble locating it." "Oh, what's your gate number?" the stranger asked. "Well, that's the problem. I don't know. It's on your ticket, ma'am." "Do you have your ticket?" "I don't, actually. All I have are my travel documents like my passport, my ID." Interrupting her, he asked, "Let me ask you, where are you traveling to?" Should she say it? Should she disclose her destination again, only to get the weird looks and questionable stares? That's okay. I'll figure it out." "Are you sure?" "Yes, I'm sure. But thanks for trying." "Okay. Good luck," the man responded apologetically as he turned and hurriedly walked away. Was she ever going to get there? Or was this the end of the road for her? Part 2. A Guiding Light. After a few more negative responses from well-meaning strangers, including those whose directions led her to the wrong gate, she finally slumped down on a nearby empty chair near a huge glass window, where she could see the planes take off. What would happen if she missed her flight? This was her only chance for a better life. Frustration and worry began to take over her once positive spirit. A tear fell from her cheek and into her tightly fisted hands. "God, is this the end of the road for me?" she cried, dropping her head. "Actually, it's just the beginning of your journey." She looked up to see a neatly dressed woman standing in front of her, Quickly brushing away the tears from her eyes, she sat straight up, her attention fixed on the stranger smiling down at her. A little startled, she asked, "Who are you?" "Oh, I'm Miss Purpose, your personal Purpose Joy travel guide at your service," the woman announced cheerfully. "So are you here to direct me to my gate?" she asked excitedly. "Gate? Yes, you must have that information if you're my travel guide." I don't think you understand," the woman replied. "You don't need a gate to get to your destination." "Really? Well, how am I supposed to get there then?" she asked. "Oh, not to worry. Come with me and I'll explain everything." "Are you sure?" "Trust me, I won't steer you wrong. After all, I was sent to you by the one who knows everything about you, the one who designed the perfect path just for you." "You mean?" "Yep. So what are you waiting for? Grab your things and let's go." "Finally," she whispered, breathing a sigh of relief. Someone who knew where she was going and exactly how to get there. So with her travel guide, Miss Purpose, leading the way, the limitations of gates and schedules soon became insignificant. She came to realize that her journey surpassed physical boundaries. It was a soulful voyage, guided by a force more powerful than any flight itinerary. And more importantly, she understood that sometimes the wrong gate could lead to the right timing. After all, who needs a gate when there's a wide, untrodden, open road ahead? The end. Subscribe to our channel for more On Purpose Living content.